In the end of the Chofs, or the beginning of the Lameds, a few people got together and they made certain tikkunim, things that had to be fixed in the Siddur Tehilas Hashem that we daven in. And they gave him to the Rebbe a whole list of things that they think have to be fixed. And the Rebbe agreed to many, many of it. But there were a few things that I remember the Rebbe did not agree. And what comes to my mind, there probably is more things, but what comes to my mind of what the Rebbe did not agree is that B'negeye Hallel, when we say Heidul Hashem Ketov Kilei Chazdei, and then we say Yemen O Yisrael Kilei Chazdei. So it says in Sefer HaMenhagim that between each one we say again Heidul Hashem Ketov Kilei Chazdei. That means after you say Yemen O Yisrael Kilei Chazdei, you say Heidul Hashem Ketov Chazdei. And after the Chazan says Yemen O Beis Haren, you say Heidul Hashem Ketov Chazdei. After Yemen O Yireh Hashem, you say Heidul Hashem Ketov Chazdei. So they asked the Rebbe that maybe we should write in the Siddur that this is what you have to do. And the Rebbe wrote not to write it. A second thing is that they asked the Rebbe, they want to put in benching, Harachamanu Yivarach Esadineinim Reinu V'Rabbeinu, and the Rebbe said not to put it in. And also remember a very small thing, that in Birchas Krishma, before you say Shema, where you say in the piece there, Tizborech, it says at the end, V'kulam Peschem Espiyam B'Gdush of Torah B'Shiro V'Zimro U'Mvorchim U'Meshapchim U'Mefoarim U'Maritzim U'Magdishim U'Mamlichim. So the Kama is, after U'Mevorchim U'Meshapchim there's a Kama, U'Mefoarim Maritzim there's a Kama, and then Magdishim U'Mamlichim. But the way the Rebbe used to say it, when he davened for the Amid, you could hear, he would say, Meshavchim, U'Mefoarim, U'Maritzim, Magdishim, U'Mamlichim. The three, Maritzim, Magdishim, U'Mamlichim, went together. So they asked the Rebbe, maybe they should take out the Kama after the word U'Maritzim and put it before. It should say, Mevorchim, Shabchim, U'Mefoarim, Kama, U'Maritzim, Magdishim, U'Mamlichim. And the Rebbe did not agree. He said you should leave it the way it is. Some of the things that the Rebbe did agree, so a whole bunch of things that Rebbe did agree, but what I remember, small things, is that in Minche, in Shemini Esrei, the old Tehilas Hashem Siddur, before Sim Sholem, it would have Birchas Kohanim. Because you do say sometimes Birchas Kohanim, Chazoras Hashatz of Mincha, that's on a tiny Sibur. So it had the Birchas Kohanim in Shemini Esrei. On the other hand, by Shachris, before Sim Sholem, they didn't have Birchas Kohanim, but it was on the bottom of the page. And it said that on Chazoras Hashatz you say Birchas Kohanim. L'chura, it should be the opposite. Because by Shachris, every day, the Chazan says Birchas Kohanim. By Mincha, it's very seldom that he says Birchas Kohanim. So why by Mincha is Birchas Kohanim inside the Shemini Esrei? And by Shachris, it's on the bottom. So he asked the Rebbe to change it, and the Rebbe agreed to change it. So therefore, the Siddurim, the way they are now, in Shachris, Birchas Kohanim is in the Shemini Esrei, in the Pnim, up on top of the page, and in Mincha, it's on the bottom of the page. Another thing, by Ma'ariv, the old Siddurim, when it says in the first bracha, Mavdil ben Yemu ben Laila, ben Loila Hashem Tzvoi Shmei, Baruch Atah Hashem Amariv Arovim. So, after the words, Mavdil ben Yemu ben Loila was a big period. And then it said, Hashem Tzvoi Shmei, Kame, Baruch Atah Hashem Amariv Arovim. L'chura, it should be the opposite. The period belongs before Baruch. And between Ben Yemu ben Laila, Hashem Tzvoi Shmei should be a Kame. So they asked the Rebbe that too, and the Rebbe agreed that they should change it, and that's why it was changed. So they put the Kame between Umavda ben Yemu ben Laila and Hashem Tzvoi Shmei. And after that, between that and Baruch, there is a period. I also think, but I'm not sure, that it's from that time on that in Krishma Shalamite they put in the Yehirotzin and then the Rebbeinu Ilomim. Because the original prince of the Tehilas Hashem Siddur did not have the Yehirotzin before Ona B'Chayach. And it also did not have at the end the Rebbeinu Ilomim. And the later prince, they put it in. So I think it was from that time on that they did this, that they put in the Yehirotzin, and then later they put in the Rebbeinu Ilomim. But this, I'm not sure that it started from then. But definitely, Amolet wasn't there, and later it became. And there are many, many more things that the Rebbe agreed to, and maybe there are some things that the Rebbe didn't agree to. But these are just a few things that come to mind.